Hi my loves and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a video that I have been contemplating doing for the longest time, and this video is basically me talking about all my favorite makeup products, the makeup products that I've repurchased the most over the years, and kind of things I want to talk to you about. These are like ultimate favorites, but they're kind of favorites that I've ended up finishing and repurchasing again. So I guess this is like my most repurchased products ever. So we're going to go through a whole bunch of products here, and I'm going to talk about why I repurchase them so often and what it is I love about them. So the first product I want to talk about is actually one of the oldest products. I repurchased this for the longest time, if that makes any sense, and is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is the OG like full coverage foundation for me. I've talked about this so many times. I remember saving up for this foundation because it was just hella expensive when I was in college. I got a tester of it in a magazine, fell in love, and I was like, I need this foundation in my life. This is such a full coverage foundation. Like, it's unbelievable. It covers everything. I know some people absolutely hate this foundation. For me, this was a foundation that I was like, why would anybody wear anything else when this exists? Because it just made my skin look flawless. Not a blemish, not a spot, nothing was coming through. It was so long lasting, and I never needed to top it up or touch it up on a night out or if I wore it during the day. I loved this foundation and I still repurchase it to this day. So I've been wearing it for all those years and I'm still repurchasing it. Now I have so many foundations in my collection that I actually haven't repurchased this in about a year. This is something that I would wear on most nights out because I know it's just going to hold up, it's going to last, and through drinking and eating or whatever, if you're going for dinner, I know it's gonna stay on my skin, so I don't ever have to worry about touching it up, and that's just why it's still a repurchase product for me. The only downside to this I have is that it has SPF in it, so when you do wear this and you are in flash photography, it will flash back and give you like a white cast on your face, which is not attractive. Let's be real here, it's not cute. I heard that they have reformulated, take the SPF out of it. I don't know how true that is. I hope they have, but I hope the formula hasn't changed too much because it's superb. The next products I have repurchased these, I'd say about 10 times at this stage, and they are the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Naturals, and I have the shade Medium Golden here to set my face, and that's the one I use all the time to set my face, and then I use the shade Light for underneath my eyes, and that's just what they look like. I am obsessed with these, just the coverage that they give and how long lasting they are. I don't need to top up my makeup when I wear these, as in I'm not getting oily with them, and I can wear the light one underneath my eyes without creasing or caking or anything like that. They're just amazing powders, and they're so like finely milled, and they just go so well over every single foundation. They don't like blotch up or anything like that, and they add the tiniest little bit of coverage. Forever I have been using these, and forever I will repurchase them. I think this is probably one of my most repurchased concealers of all times. It is the Collection Concealer. This is the Lasting Perfection Concealer, and I am in the shade number 3 medium. I have gone through tubes of this stuff. Like, I mean, over the years, I think Fleur de Force was the first person I ever heard talk about it, and over the years I have definitely gone through at least 10 maybe to 15 bottles of this stuff. It is one of the best concealers, especially for the price. I remember when I used to purchase this first, it was around €3 or €4. I think it's now up near like about €6-7 now, so the price is creeping up significantly from the first time I ever purchased this. It is just one of the best concealers, hands down, in my opinion, from the drugstore, and probably like across the board. Like, I don't think there's anything I use as much as this except for maybe the Tarte Shape Tape. I just seriously can't put this down, and I just always have to repurchase it, always have to have it in my collection concealer in your collection. It is a great concealer. I highly recommend it. Another product that I always need to have in my collection, I need to have it near me, and it's probably one of those most repurchased products for me, and it's the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray. I use this for so many things, guys. I can't even stress how much I use this on a daily basis. Like, I probably, if I'm doing my makeup, will use it for like 3 different things. Usually to like spritz on my face once I'm finished my makeup, to kind of take away any of the powderiness off my face. I will use it to wet my brush, to make eyeshadow a little bit more foiled or stick to the eyelid better. I will spray it on a brush if I'm highlighting my face, just to make it a little bit more pigmented. I will use this for so many different things. It's one of my favorite products, in my opinion, for just multi-purpose use, and I highly recommend it. If you've never tried the Fix Plus spray and you're kind of thinking it's like overhyped water, it isn't. It's just, there's just something in this that just makes it just work really well. It is glycerin and water. Without it, I just can't do my makeup properly. I feel like it's just the element that does be missing in a makeup look if this is all used up. So I always need a bottle of this by my side. This is a new kind of most repurchased product for me, and it is the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory. I think I first picked this up last year, and I think since then I've been converted. This is like my favorite primer ever. I love it so much. This is my second or third tube anyway, and it's all gone, so I need to buy more because I have oily skin and I feel like my pores are quite enlarged over my nose and my cheeks. I feel like this kind of like blurs them out and just makes my foundation sit really nicely on top. I highly recommend it, and it's cheap as chips. It lasts ages and just makes my foundation look amazing. I don't even want to know how many tubes of this stuff I have gone through. This is the Essence liquid eyeliner. In the last 12 months I have used at least 5 or 6 bottles of this stuff. It's only like €2 or €3, but it is just one of the most blackest pigmented eyeliner on the market for the price. I mean, you can't beat this with a stick. It's just amazing. It's obviously what I'm wearing today. It's what I wear every single time I do my makeup. It's my favorite liquid liner. There's nothing on the market as good quality as this, and especially for €2 or €3, what is the point of using anything else if this stuff is so good? Another foundation for me that I feel like I'm repurchasing it so much lately because I'm going through bottles of it is actually the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I feel like this is a go-to foundation for me if I just want something cheap and cheerful. I don't want to like dig into one of my expensive foundations if I'm just going into the cinema or if I'm going into town. Then I will usually use the Wet n Wild foundation because it's only €6 and it's just amazing on the skin and it's so long lasting. This is definitely my third bottle of this, I'd say, since I first ever tried it, so that'll just tell you how much I love it. And I think I have it in nearly like every single shade that's roughly around my shade, depending on how light or dark I am, if I'm wearing self tan or whatever. Again, it looks really flawless on the skin. It's really easy to apply, really full coverage, blends out so well. It looks flawless for hours on end. It keeps my oils at bay. I'd say I roughly get around between 6 and 8 hours of wear out of this, so it wouldn't be as long as Estee Lauder, but I'm just oily. Like every single foundation is gonna look oily on me eventually. It's quite matte. A lot of people do complain about the scent of this. They say it smells like paint. I don't always get the paint scent. Sometimes I do, and then sometimes I'm like, no, it smells like gone off oranges. But the scent doesn't really bother me because it doesn't linger. It doesn't like last all day or anything like that. Definitely one of my most repurchased affordable foundations of late anyway. I am obsessed with the Benefit brow products. Ride or die eyebrow products for me and an awful lot of people here on YouTube. I see so many people rave about them, and there is a reason for that. You guys might remember maybe a couple of years ago, if you've been watching me for that long, that my eyebrow game was just a hot mess. Let's be real here. I'm not saying that my eyebrows look fierce right now, but back then they looked just like 2 bricks on my eyes, or over my eyes rather. They looked terrible. They were so like squared off and like blotchy and rah. I didn't like my eyebrows, and my eyebrow game was so poor until Benefit brought out this full range of eyebrow products. So the Precisely My Brow, which is the little tiny nib, Goof Proof, which has an angled tip, which is what I use to kind of do the majority of my filling in of my brow, and then the Gimme Brow, which is like the spoolie, we'll say mascara for the brows, are my 3 favorite brow products. Now, if I'm going ham with the eyebrows, I will do like a priming step, then I will fill in like the tail with the Precisely My Brow. I'll go into the front part with the Goof Proof. I will go in with the Gimme Brow, and then I will use something else probably to set them. So I could use like 5 or 6 of the Benefit products, but the majority of the time these 3 are my go-tos. I use shade 2 in the Goof Proof, shade 3 in the Precisely My Brow, and shade 1 in the Gimme Brow. I know that's really confusing, but I just feel like I want my tail a little bit darker than the front part, and then I put the lighter shade of the Gimme Brow through them, and it just kind of blends it all in. I don't know, that's just why I use all like different shades, but I love and have repurchased so many of these. I love them. 2 of my most repurchased lip liners of all time have to be MAC's Whirl and NYX's Mauve. These are ultimately kind of the same shade. MAC's Whirl obviously being a little bit more expensive and a little bit more long wearing. I feel like the Mauve lip liner from NYX is so comparable. So that is the Mauve shade from NYX, and that is Whirl from MAC. I have gone through, I'd say, about 3 were lip liners in my life, and I'd say for the NYX ones I probably have gone through maybe about 2 or 3 as well. I love them, and again, like, they are quite similar in shade, but I just feel like they are just the best lip color or best lip liner for me, just to make my lips look a little bit larger but not kind of too in your face, where they look kind of naturally large. Since I don't get lip fillers anymore, I feel like these lip liners are great for just overdrawing, which without making your lips look too overdrawn, if that makes any sense. But that is just why those shades are my favorites. I just love them so much. So for lipsticks, I have 2 most repurchased lipsticks ever. The first one here is from YSL. This is in Beige Tribute. I love this lipstick. It is beautiful. I have converted so many people onto this lipstick as well. I just feel like it is one of the most amazing lipsticks ever. And every single time I'm near a YSL counter, I will probably pick one of these up. I'd say I have probably like 4 of them floating around my house somewhere, or floating in like bags and stuff like that. I will keep Beige Tribute close to hand, because I feel like whatever lipstick I'm wearing that day, if it's worn away, if I just want to add lipstick to my lips again, I will go in with Beige Tribute, and it just works. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love it. Max Blankety is quite close to it, and I will repurchase this until the day I die, because I just love it so much, and it's just gorgeous on your lips. The other lipstick that I repurchase so often is Creme Cup from MAC. Now, this Creme Cup has seen better days. I actually need to buy another one, because I don't know what happened. I was on a night out, put the lid on it, and lo and behold, it is mostly in the lid up there somewhere. Ugh, it was a disaster. But I'll just give you a little swatch if I can of it. But that's what it looks like there. One of my all-time favorite lipsticks. I think anybody who's been watching me for any length of time will know that that is one of my favorite lipsticks. I've been wearing this since, oh my god, way before I even started my channel. I just feel like I've been wearing this for years, and I've gone through phases of not wearing it, and then I'll wear it again, and then I won't wear it. If I am wearing a pinky nude on my lips, it's probably this, and I will get a ton of compliments on this, and most people ask me what I'm wearing when I do wear this. I don't know why, it's just like one of those really nice pinky nudes, and have repurchased this today. The last thing that I want to talk about that's been most repurchased by me is their Real Mascara from Benefit. Now again, this is only something I discovered I think in 2017, but this is my 3rd tube of it. I love their Real. It is one of the best mascaras out there. I don't think I've ever found anything I like as much as this. I'm really weird about mascaras, because I feel like, why do you need to spend like 30 euro or 25 euro on a mascara? Because, you know, it's just a mascara, and the drugstore have just as good quality, if not better, mascaras. But that was until I discovered this. I just think that they're Real. Whatever way, it just works with my lashes. It just makes them look bigger. I don't have amazingly long lashes, but they're Real. It just works a dream with my lashes, and gives me lashes where I just thought I had none. It gives me volume in areas where my lashes are kind of like sparse and non-existent. I just absolutely love this mascara, and I get it right down to the root, and you can just pull it up. It just lifts your lashes up. It's just amazing. I love their Real. And like I said, this is like my 3rd bottle of this. I don't think I've repurchased a mascara as much as this one. So that is all, guys. Obviously, you're not going to see kind of like too many bronzers and stuff like that in this, or highlighters, because it takes me forever to get through them. So I don't think I've ever repurchased any highlighters or bronzers, except for Hoola bronzer. I did use that one up, but I don't use it that much at all anymore, so I wouldn't even talk about it really. That is some of my most repurchased products. I would love to know some of your most repurchased products. Like, what do you fly through, or what do you constantly need in your collection and you're just like lost without it? Because those products would definitely be something that I would be lost without if I didn't have them in my makeup bag, even not even in my collection. Like, they have to be that near to me. I need them close because I use them that often. So let me know what your most used products are, or most repurchased products are. I'd be interested to find out. And yeah, guys, I will talk to you all in my next video. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye, guys.